This story is called How Can We Save Them by Emily LeBeer Warren. It was published in 2020. Chapter 1, One Earth, Many Species. The planet Earth supports a great deal of life. Each different kind of plant or animal is known as a species. All the members of a species have the same features. So far, scientists have discovered more than 1.2 million species, and they keep finding more. This is the panda butterfly fish. For example, did you know that there are almost 5,000 frog species? There are 13,750 species of butterfly. There are even more than 22,000 species of fish. More than 70 species of lemur live on the island of Madagascar alone. Each of these species is unique. Scientists call this wide variety of life on Earth diversity. There's a yellow banded poison dart frog, great spangled fritly butterfly, red-tailed lemur. Chapter 2, The Web of Life. Each plant or animal is part of an ecosystem, or a community of living and non-living things interacting in an environment. The environment is made up of the landforms and weather. Plants and animals depend on the environment to survive. Many species cannot survive if their environment changes. Think of a chain bracelet. If one link breaks, you cannot wear the bracelet anymore. The same is true in nature. When one species is missing, others suffer. This picture shows a scientist holding a baby wolf. Here's a story of how species need each other. Years ago, hunters killed off the gray wolves in Yellowstone National Park. Without the wolves to eat them, the number of elk in the park grew. The elk ate more and more leaves from the trees until the young trees couldn't survive. The beavers needed the trees to build their lodges. The beaver dams also created ponds that were shaded by the trees. Fewer trees meant the water was sunnier. The fish didn't grow well in the extra sunshine. Scientists who wanted to solve these problems brought Gray Wolf back to Yellowstone. The wolves changed the environment for the elk, the beaver, the fish, and the trees. People build cities and cut down forests. People also build dams and rivers. All these things can change an ecosystem. If an ecosystem changes, some species may not survive. If a species is close to dying out, that species is endangered. When all the animals or plants of a species die, that species becomes extinct. This is a hydroelectric dam that changed the ecosystem. Humans depend on the diversity of life for survival. One example is the many medicines that have come from different plant species. Scientists believe that many diseases may be cured by medicine from species that have not yet been discovered. If the species became extinct, we may never have these cures. Diversity provides more than food and medicine. Plants clean the air so we can breathe. Diversity of animal species makes an ecosystem more stable. Earth's diversity of life is a treasure. Protecting the diversity of life will help protect our own future. Diversity keeps us healthy. Chapter 3, Species in Danger. Today, scientists estimate that more than 16,000 species are in danger around the world. Species can become endangered when their ecosystem changes. Central and South America have a rainforest ecosystem. Farmers have burned down some of the rainforest to plant crops. The farmers' families need to sell and eat these crops to survive. But when the rainforest shrinks, animals such as the jaguar become endangered. This is the jaguar from Central America, and there is a picture of Central America and South America that shows where the rainforest is. Pollution also puts animals in danger. Pollution adds harmful substances to the air, water, or land. Burning gasoline, coal, and wood pollute the air. This pollution traps the sun's heat. This causes changes in the Earth's weather around the world. Many species are suffering because of it. Eagles are perched on tree branches here. The warming climate is melting ice near the North Pole. If the ice is too weak to stand on, the polar bears can drown. Changing climates could cause many species to become extinct. A polar bear stands on ice to rest from swimming. Humans hunting also harm some species. Elephants are valued for their tusks, and rhinoceroses are prized for their horns. American buffalo have been killed for their skins. All of these animals are now endangered. Plants can be hunted too. People like to collect orchids for their beautiful flowers. Now many orchid species are endangered. This is the prairie fringed orchid, and there is a picture of the American buffalo with its babies. Chapter 4, Saving Endangered Species. Species become endangered for many reasons. These problems are often caused by people. As more people live on Earth, these problems get worse. People can also help solve these problems. People can do many things to help save endangered animals. This California condor watches its chick. One way people help endangered species is to raise endangered animals on zoos and special farms. This is how the California condor was saved. Not long ago, there were fewer than 25 of these large birds. Scientists captured some and helped them raise chicks. When the young birds were ready, scientists let them go free. Today, more than 160 California condor live in the world. And there's a picture of the California condor flying. Conservation is another way to help endangered species. Conservation means protecting the ecosystem where endangered species live. An example of this is national parks, where plants and animals can live. People enjoy the parks too. Another way people can help endangered species is through ecotourism. This means traveling to see plants and animals where they live. For example, people can travel to Kenya in Africa to see lions, elephants, and zebras. The money these tourists spend helps the people of Kenya earn a living. Ecotourism helps people protect the plants and animals in their ecosystem. You can be an ecotourist in your own country too. This is a map of some of the national parks in the United States. We do have one in Michigan on Isle Royale. Chapter 5, How You Can Help. When Olivia Reyes was 8 and her brother Carter was 9, they heard about a local rattlesnake rodeo. They learned that people hunted and killed hundreds of rattlesnakes on these rodeos. As a result, the local rattlesnake population was declining. Olivia and Carter started an organization called One More Generation to prevent rattlesnakes from becoming endangered. They work to protect other endangered species too. There are many things you can do to help save endangered plants and animals. Here are just a few ideas. Make signs or write articles to teach others about endangered species in your area and how to protect them. Help renew your ecosystem. If you live near a forest, help plant new trees. If you live in the desert, replace grass with rockscapes. Invite your community to help. Find a wildlife refuge beach or river near you. Spend a day there to clean up litter. Plant a garden to attract birds, butterflies, or other wildlife.